Hey, hi, and hello there. It's me again. I know, you missed me. My last Pantheon video was like 4 days ago, and I apologize for taking so long. But I did a Maid of Skur playthrough, and I wanted to upload that to the channel. But that's, just trying to vary up my content. We're back on the ARAMs. We're playing. We're having a good time. Not really feeling fizz. Of course, my runes and summoner spells got reset, but that's okay. Refresh. I do like Zyra. Don't have any skins. This guy wants Zyra. We'll do Wukong. We'll let him have it. We'll let him have it. We're gonna play Wukong. I'm just going with what I feel right now. I'm feeling a little bit like a monkey. So how are you guys doing? It's been a little while. If you haven't watched my Maid of Skur stuff, hey, more power to you. It's completely optional, you know? Everybody has their own games. Obviously, some people just like watching League of Legends, ARAM stuff, specifically what was advertised to them. Actually, we're gonna go for a little bit of damage. Yeah, this is probably fine. There it is. Now, playing Wukong. Sun Wukong is the Chinese folklore monkey king, representative of the sun. It's what Goku was based off of. Not entirely sure that it's Chinese folklore. It might be something else. Like I said, I'm not a knowledgeable guy. I'm from America. But regardless, Wukong is a very fun champion. He is a monkey with a big old staff. There are a lot of characters based off of characters like Wukong. We went Conqueror just because he is a bit of a fighter, a bit of a skirmisher, likes to get in the middle of things and just start hitting. And we'll talk about his abilities as soon as we start using them. But basically, I'm just going to start off by saying I've been doing a little bit of tweeting today. They just released Seraphine. There was a couple streamers started their own esports brand called One True King. A couple streamers that I watch. Did look pretty interesting. I saw that they were looking for some employees, so I responded to their tweet with that picture of my face that I use for everything. Oh shit, I'm out. We're missing our Zyra. I went in way too deep there. That was really dumb, but not a big deal. Well, let's see. Now, there is a lot of uproar about Seraphine, and I'll go into talking about that quite a bit. Probably separately from this video, because I think that, you know, when I'm playing something like this, you guys, if you're interested in it, you read the Reddit comments. You're hearing all about it. You don't need me to ramble on about it in an ARAM game. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing that I will say is this is my first game of the day, so I'd be a little bit rusty right now. You know how it is. You kind of got to work your way into it. Now we're going to go ahead. Try and get out of there. Try and get some hits off and run the heck away. We lived. That's ideal. That's good damage. We're getting in there. We're getting out of there. Wukong is a very slippery champion. Now what I will do is I'll talk about his abilities, naturally, as I always do. Hey, his Q is an empowered auto. Has a little bit more range, and I believe it goes through... It removes 10% armor. So, pretty good. Oh. Ah! I'm gonna go ahead and do that. His W, as I just used, along with his E. His W creates a clone of himself that basically stands there and autos. Wukong goes invisible for a short period of time. Oh. Got flashed on. That's unfortunate. He goes invisible for a short period of time. This is very good for setting up a little bit of a fight. You know, a short invis is a very powerful thing. What is up with my movement right there? That was a little weird. And then his E, Nimbus Strike, basically you and 2 additional clones charge out and attack. And then his R is pretty awesome. You basically spin around in a circle with your staff, knocking up enemies and dealing damage. And if you have your clone out, your clone will do the same thing. And so it's a very powerful team fight ability that we are going to do right now. And die immediately. That was a bad example, but that's okay. We wanted to go back and buy items anyway. Looks like our team's doing fine. We're chilling. We're chilling. We're having a good time this game. Now, I hope that you guys out there are, you know, having a solid October. It feels like it came and went. I know I'm having a good time. Still on that ranked grind. Still plat 4 with a, you know, slowly climbing above 40% win rate. I'm at like 42 right now. Almost like 43, you know, we're getting there. I'm only 18 wins behind a 50% win rate, which, you know, one good streak and it's basically over. That was terrible by the Pike. But she ended up dying to the Ziggs anyway. But yeah, like I said, I play the ranked stuff whenever I'm just, you know, in the mood for a bad time. Feeling a little masochistic, as they say. That doesn't mean that I don't try. I've had a few really good games. A lot of people out there playing Samira right now, who's the new ADC. Samira, pretty strong, very strong ultimate ability. I feel like there are a few like key weaknesses to her kit that a lot of people will just outright say, "Oh, she's OP," you know, because that's how people on Reddit are. They like to overreact. It's their favorite thing. Oh, she's super dead. And we're gonna go over here. We do have our snowball up and ulti coming up here real soon. And so this will give us the opportunity to really just destroy their entire team. Kind of died a little quick. Let's see. Oh. Oh, get me out! Too easy. Very talented player, that's what I am. But yes, okay, so as I was talking about Samira, because I've been playing with Samira bot lanes quite a bit. Nautilus pairs very well with her, because basically every time you auto somebody, not only are they then rooted, but she can then knock them up. Because your passives can chain off of each other. So, super strong. Good stuff. However, the issue with Samira, well, primarily her ultimate ability is, in order to get it off, she does have to get that S rank. Ooh, okay. You know, that's what I get for talking shit on the Pike. She has to get an S rank on her abilities, so that she has to build up her passive. And the primary issue with that is she has to then, like, jump into the middle of a fight. And if she's CC'd or anything like that, she gets kind of screwed. So I've noticed it happening quite a bit, where the Samira will, you know, think, oh, well, I gotta build up my rank, to S rank, in order to, you know, get my ulti off and pop off on these guys. And they'll charge into the middle of the enemies a little prematurely, and then just die, you know, before they can really get there. Yep, just auto, it's fine. Yep, just auto, it's fine. They'll charge into the fight a little bit prematurely, die before they can even have the chance to get their ulti off. And I think that just comes with it being a new champion and people sort of learning the best way to utilize their kit. Samira, low health pool, very hard, you know, level of survivability, and that ulti just really puts her right in the middle of it all. So I think that's a little bit where the skill expression comes in for a champion like that. very easy to get it off in certain situations, but against teams with, you know, stronger ways to lock you down. Like we played against a Leona, Skarner, and I think there was one other champion on the team. At this point, the Samira that I was supporting had like 20 kills, but all the Skarner had to do was just make it past all of us. All the Leona had to do was just make it past all of us, and then please, okay. Alright. Lock down the Samira, and then our primary damage threat was gone. Now there was a lot of issues with like our team, like a lot of other people just not doing enough. I had the third highest damage on our team as the support, more than our top laner and our jungler. Not just by like a little bit, but by a significant portion. Which is not what you want to see. But sometimes games are just like that. Can't really get past it. But I do still think that it is a good champion. Very fun. Cool design. But kind of overshadowed by all the other world stuff going on right now. Not a lot of hype built up around her release. And I think that's one of the primary issues with the Seraphine thing. Here I go talking about it, and I said that I wouldn't. Is there was a lot of hype built up around Seraphine. And when you build up that much hype around a character, people are going to have certain expectations. People are going to theory craft. And on the off chance that people theory craft something better than what you actually did, which in some cases is what happened, you're going to end up with a lot of disappointed people. Hold on. Just auto. Just auto. Just auto. Okay, we got him. A very slow auto attack speed right now. But sorry, I'm not talking enough about the game that's happening right now, but just something that's on my mind right now because it has to do with League of Legends. With the Seraphine thing is she doesn't seem like a legend. Her like story that she came with, because I read that too, because I'm always reading the lore. I like to stay up to date. Just seemed like a Mary Sue character. No real flaws to her, other than her magical hearing. She can hear the people's souls or something like that. Whereas I think that they had so much potential. So like in this, oh no, oh I'm super dead. So in her story, it's like she had like magical hearing or something like that, and she could hear, you know, people's innermost songs, the songs of their souls. Cool, interesting. And in order to dampen that, her parents, apparently some like Zonite like technicians, built her dampeners using like Brackern crystals, which are the souls of dead Skarner scorpions. Kill them all, kill them all, kill them all. Ah, shit. Not bad. Which I think they could have done a lot of cool things with. Like, what if she was actually being controlled by the scorpions? Or what if she wanted to seek revenge for them on the people in Piltover who destroyed this entire race of sentient scorpions just to, you know, to use them as magical crystal batteries. You know, it's like, what if that was the case? And they didn't do that. Instead, she wants to use her power to like end the Piltover and Zon civil war. Which, okay, cool. She has like she has like good morals and good reasoning, and she wants to do good. But I think that's boring as fuck, dude. like having a morally conflicted character. Like what if she was using the crystals to seek out vengeance for those scorpions, to seek out vengeance for this entire race that was wiped out? What if she was on the same side as Skarner? Or, better yet, what if she was evil and just didn't give a fuck that she was using these soul batteries, you know? It's like, it doesn't have to be, you know, hold on, I gotta kill these guys. Okay, not bad. like, what if there was more to her story than that? And then when you look at her kit design, and a lot of people were saying this, on first look, it looks extremely similar to Sona's kit. Now, given they're both musical champions, that's fine. You know, they're gonna have a similar thematic one way or another. But just there's a picture going around that basically shows the comparison of like just how freaking similar their kits are, and how a lot of people are saying, well, she's just a better Sona. She just a better version of her, you know? Like her kit can do more with less. And I think that like a lot of that stuff, it'll come down to once we actually see it in game, and once she's like released on the PvE, then I'll probably make my judgment. But on first look, you can't deny the similarities. You can't deny the design choices. You know, basically a lot of people saying, oh, it looks like a Sona rework. It's true. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just going to go off on this for a little bit, because it's kind of what I'm feeling at the moment. Oh, where'd you go? Okay, well, we got kills. But beyond that, another issue that I had, her design doesn't look like it belongs in Runeterra. She, like, her base, like, skin looks like it's a skin line. It looks like idle Seraphine, you know? Whereas the whole, like, Piltover and Zon aesthetic is, like, steampunk. If she was from Zon, it'd look kind of grungy. If she was from Piltover, it'd lean more into that high-class steampunk aesthetic, you know? Like, that's the whole Piltover and Zon look. She looks like too much, man. Oh, shit. That was really bad by me. Should have been paying attention to what my team was doing. But, yeah, she just looks out of place. A lot of people were saying, like, she looks Targonian to a degree. She looks like Star Guardian. You know, she just doesn't look like what she's supposed to look like. And I think that, look, I hate saying that Reddit has fair criticisms, because a lot of times they tend to exaggerate things and take things over the top, right? But I think that what they've been saying about Seraphine today is completely legitimate. Want me to get back to talking about Wukong? Maybe paying attention to this game more? Sorry about that. But sometimes if you find a good tangent to go on, you gotta take it for a ride, you know? Okay, this poor Ashe. I'm just pulling him. Ooh, get me out! Damn it! I shouldn't have flashed there. Yeah, I'm just bullying the Ashe. But let's see. I'll sell this. Buy this. Now, talking about my maxing order, I was going to prioritize damage, basically. I get the E because it damages multiple people, even though it does magic damage. You don't really scale with magic damage too well on Wukong, which is fine. A lot of people will take the Q because it scales with physical damage, which is going to be more along the lines of what you're buying. But I like doing more damage to more people, especially in ARAM, because it is such a, you know, constant team fight scenario. Is that going to hit me? I'm just dodging. Okay. And then I get the Q second just to, you know, get the good damage coming out of that. Now it looks like our team is doing pretty well. 38 to 41, nothing to sneeze at. That's a pretty good game in my book. What I am planning on doing, first of all, thank you to the people who tuned in for my horror game playthrough of Maid of Sker. I'm trying to do more of that stuff on the stream, you know, keep it interesting. It's not always easy, but... Ooh, get him, please! Okay. It's not always like, it might not be the type of content that is for everybody, but I figure it's Halloween. There are a lot of scary games coming out, and a lot of ones that I haven't played that I wanted to try out. And some of them I want to like revisit if I've already tried them. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know if I could have saved her there. Could have put out a clone and have that get hooked instead, but it's probably not a big deal. Ooh, I don't know if I could have saved him. Yeah, this Pyke's becoming a bit of a menace, as Pyke oftentimes does in ARAM. But yeah, there was the Maid of Sker playthrough that I did, and then I followed it up the next day by playing Party Animals. Very fun demo of a game right now on Steam for completely free. Let's see. I really want to get a good tornado in there, but I think we need our teammates. I'm going to wait until we have our team before I go in there and try and do something. This still has like half of its duration, so I ain't stressing. Now I think as long as those guys can... He kind of used that a little prematurely. As long as those guys can handle... Woo! Might be dead. No, I'm alive. Kill that. Got him. Just jebaited the Pyke. Ha ha ha. Let's see. I totally lost my train of thought. Sorry. That'll happen a lot of times whenever I'm playing this freaking game and like doing some goofy stuff. Really trying to big brain on these champions that aren't as easy as, you know, Nautilus. Where it's just like, hook in, use your abilities. Either you kill them or you don't. Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill her. Okay. Alright, get a little bit of space in between me and Syndra. Oh, wow. No! Oh. Olaf is a very strong champion. Let's see. What do we want to counter that? We could have built a black cleaver a long time ago. Not a big deal. Lord Doms, do we want it? He doesn't really have too much in terms of armor, so that might be a little bit redundant. We will go this, so that way we can destroy their backline a little bit harder. Because we're just kind of rude like that, you know? Okay. Boy, you know, I bet our dang Jinx wishes that she had a little bit of peel. But, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, there are certain horror games like Phasmophobia that I'm just like not interested in playing. Because, like a lot of the other big streamers are already playing it. Yeah, it looks fun. Got him. Hey, let's go. Oh. And there it is. And I want to play more like single player stuff just because it's not all the time that my friends want to play games together, you know? And Phasmophobia is one of those games where it works better if you're playing with the homies, you know what I'm saying? With all due respect to my homies, I can't expect them to want to do playthroughs of shit with me. Although I do love when we just chill out and play a good old-fashioned party game. Seems like a lot of them want to play, like, they just want to play League of Legends right now. Which, I get. It's a game that we've spent so much time on. Oh, well, I'm super dead. It's a game that we spend so much time on, and we're decent at it. We have a good time whenever we play and whenever things are going well, and you know, all good things. All good things are happening. But it's just too easy to get like caught up in only playing League and only, you know, doing certain things. And then it's like, for me, there's also like teamfight tactics. Very cool, very fun. Downside of that is I don't really like playing that alone. No, I'm not surrendering. Zola 2's Troken. What is this guy? We'll just kill Olaf. That's the goal. Yep, curb his armor. Oh, he's it. Yeah, but we scale. We scale, boys. Come on. I think Olaf is broken. I would say Pyke's probably a little bit more broken than ARAM, but hey. I said Pyke has dementia, goddamn. Let's see. Beyond that, sorry, my train of thought has kind of died. I know I've talked about a lot of stuff. The one true king thing, because they are putting out like positions for people to apply for and, you know, possibly get a job. I'll be applying for it, you know. It's good to try, it doesn't hurt, but like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up too high because I know that, oh wow, I just got destroyed. Because, you know, those things don't always work out the way that you plan. And they may want somebody with a little bit more experience, they may want somebody a little bit more local to where they're at, because I'm all the way in Nebraska, dude. There's only so much I can do. I don't know how well I'd be able to meet these people in person that I'd be working with, essentially. Not that I think that in modern day and age it's completely necessary, especially for streaming. And not that I don't think that I could move, because who knows? Life is weird like that sometimes. But let's see, we'll get a little bit of magic resist. I still think that it's worth applying for things like that, you know. This guy is typing all weird. But it's worth at least trying, because you never know unless you try. I think they were looking for like a social media guy, a potential HR person, video editor, and it's like I have a wealth of knowledge in a smattering of things. Everybody knows that. But, you know, with my recent content being a little bit more chill, a little bit more low-key, not quite as high effort. Okay. Okay, we just want to kill this Pyke. Okay. He's almost dead. Oh, well yeah, just go get the health kits. Just ignore him. Oh wait, yeah, we don't have our... Yeah, we lost. No, that's too bad. I should have just killed him. I thought that they would take care of it. I didn't think that he'd be able to sneak past us like that, but that's okay. Shit like that happens. We're gonna go ahead and we'll honor the Zyra. A little bit of a conversational one today. A little bit of a weird game. I was giving it as much attention as I could while talking about the things that were on my mind. Hey, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. It's great hearing from you. Hope you're happy that I'm back. Just gonna keep up with the content, keep doing what I'm doing. Check out my Twitch streams where I'll be doing things, and also losing my train of thought there. Hey, have a good one. See you later.